There are no words. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Knights and Dragons. This is episode 6. I am your host, Sir Steel Tower, and I'm not really sure what we're going to be doing today, so let me check my notes. Today we are hopefully going to be upgrading the Leatherworker all the way, getting a saddle, and riding a flying firebird over a Sea Serpent. It sounds like a ridiculous episode of some fantasy show, and I guess that is exactly what it is. Today my voice sounds a little weird, and I don't know why. Also, I can't get my mic in the nice, beautiful, sweet spot that it was in earlier, where it just doesn't pick up my mouth noises and also my breathing. So, if any of those things happen, sorry. Alright, we need to upgrade the leather worker. What have we got for the leather worker? Got this. We've got 9 leather for you, Mr. Leather Worker. You're the shepherd. 6. Yes. Go. This is going to take a while. I'm exploring a new mod called Knight's Quest. And Knight's Quest is the one that adds the small essence. You can see it says Knight Lib. That's the library for Knight's Quest. And what we will do with this is we will take these 4 essences. We'll get 4 of these after killing 4 ghosts or equivalent, and combine it into a great essence. Once we do 4 of these, we can then stick it in a great chalice. The great chalice can then imbue these weapons with special perks. That seems like the size of it. I'm not sure how to pronounce some of these names, but Paladin Sword seems pretty cool. Getting 5 seconds of invulnerability and regenerating 1 HP every second, that one below half health, that seems helpful. But to make it, we need a netherite sword, a filled goblet, and the eye of that thing, a ratman, which is another mob added by this mod. And it'll have the power, but it only does 10 attack damage, which is equivalent roughly to a diamond sword, which is nice, but we're giving up a netherite sword to get it. I just don't know that any of these weapons compare to the better weapons mod. I mean, this does 9 attack damage, and it's only a katana. This is diamond, cheaper than netherite. Certainly cheaper than this paladin sword thing. Amethyst is a ton of damage. Holy smokes. Are these all like that? What is this? 25, 27. Amethyst does more damage than diamond. Wow. Okay, so, change of plans. The leather is taking forever to collect, so we're going to go out on mission and hopefully bring back another friend. Cool. So that's the ice that I was going to cross, I think, because I was out here with my compass, and I was going to cross the ice around here somewhere. Oh, there we go. Hello, little friend. Hey. Okay, so that's a starbuncle. Whoops, that was a starbuncle. We dropped 2 shards. That's great. Cool. Okay, starbuncles are also creatures added by Ars Novu. They spawn wildly in the world, and essentially you can tame them by throwing gold nuggets on the ground, and then they will pick up the gold nugget with their tail and poof out of existence, and they will in exchange leave behind, I see movement, and it's not the shadows. Oh, hi. Yep, we're just gonna back away. That's the Sea Serpent. At least that's a Sea Serpent. That's a ghost. This is a bad idea. Especially since I'm carrying something valuable now. Have any arrows? I don't have any arrows. I forgot to turn off the phantom flying business. Oh. Hi! Hey! He's pretty far down there. I gotta try something. I haven't tried this before. But with dynamic lights... There we go. Look at that. Oh my goodness. He's got a diamond shield. What is he? Oh, man. What are you? He's not walking like a zombie either. What are you? Okay. Alright, back we go. Now, that was exciting. Back to the description of starbunkles. Nope, more distractions. Probably just a puddle of lava. Could be a dragon nest. There's a cemetery. That's bad. Graveyard. That's bad because ghosts will come out of that. And they're no fun. They're not the kind of ghosts we just saw. They are a much fiercer variety from the Ice and Fire mod. Speaking of which, I hope I'm not going to get jumped by a dragon. That's on fire. Is this just lava? What is this? Yeah, this is just lava. Okay, so now we know where there's lava. We got a list of enemies, don't we? Let's see if we can get back to base in one piece with our disco sword. That was exciting. So, for the third time, I'm going to try to explain what starbunkles are, see if anything else surprises me. Starbunkles are basically conveyor belts. They are assigned to... Yes, I'm coming. They're assigned to a chest, and then kind of to two chests, and they just move things between them. Summon starbunkles will pick up nearby items and move items between... Oh, they'll pick them up off the ground, too. Move inventories such as chests. Starbunkles will harvest fully grown sourceberry bushes around it. Oh, cool. Point is that we need pedestals because this charm has to be created in a special crafting configuration, not just using a crafting table with an arbitrary grid here, but an actual 3D table in real life. Well, in game life. So we're going to need to figure out how to make pedestals. Enchanting apparatus, here we go. Arcane platform, arcane pedestal. Platform can be placed in any direction and can be used in place of a pedestal. Well, that's cool. But we need to make the pedestal first. So we're going to need some source gems, which we've got, some nuggets, and some source stone. Okay. Yay, source stone. Okay, so source stone, pedestal, source gem. Ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba. There we go. Arcane pedestal, look at that. Poof. Problem is, we need 4 of them at a minimum. So that could be a problem. How much gold? Well, yeah, we've got some gold. We could probably get away with this. We've got enough source gem material, that's for sure. Okay, so that's a pedestal. Ah, here we go. Enchanting apparatus requires a diamond. Oof. And more of this stuff, and that. Expensive proposition, but I think we're stable enough to try it. And we have 1 diamond. This might be worth it. I'm running out of space. I need an office. And I'm certainly not going to share space with the villagers. There's my arcane core, and this is going to hang out underneath the enchanting apparatus. And then we're going to put this here. Ta-da! Enchanting apparatus. I hope this is worth it. Wow! I see you've ascended to new heights. So for now, I need an office. And I know it's annoying to have the sheep right behind me, but it is what it is. I think these things can be broken again. Whoa. Cool. I hope they can be broken again, because I want to move them. Okay, so that goes there. This goes on top. There we go. I'm going to go collect some source. That can go there. This will draw from that source. So first we're going to put the gold here, 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 and here. And we put the shard in the middle. What this will do is create a charm. The charm is basically a starbuncle in Pokeball form, if you want to think of it like that. It's basically pocket-sized starbuncle, and I'll be able to carry that around as an item, and then spawn him in, summon him in, whenever, wherever. One thing I gotta give this mod credit for is, it is really cool. Somehow this thing is still at 100% full, but that's fine. We'll leave it there. Yeah, we've got ourselves a charm here. Place items into a chest. Use the Dominion Wand. Okay, what's a Dominion Wand? Okay, so in order to use him properly, we're going to need something called a Dominion Wand, which of course requires another piece of gold, but that's fine. We have so much gold. I'm getting nervous. We have so much gold. Okay, here we go. This will create the Dominion Wand, which we can use to give commands to our Starbuncle. It's so pink. I'm not really sure what I want him to do just yet, but just having him is cool. There he is, storing items at 0 locations, taking items from 0 locations. Hello. You definitely need a color upgrade. So, the real question is, what do we want him to do? Now that we have him, and he was certainly expensive, what are we going to do with him? He's going to prefer pathing on cobblestone, and then I'm going to set him to go here. Starbuncle will store items here, and then I'm going to do this. Look at that. Why does he not come back? Gonna break your chest. Okay, here we go. Move the chest. Place the chest. And now we click on you, store items here. Crouch click. There. Okay. So now if I drop something near him, he should bring it to that chest, and then that should update his location. There he goes. Great. Now if I throw the rest of these on the ground, he should also grab them. Now is he going to take one at a time? No, he takes all of a kind. Cool. Alright, so I can just do this, and he will automatically... He's fast! Wow. Dang. Okay, so now we know what he's capable of. 6 leather is enough for a trade, but we gotta get this guy up to master level, which is just insane. It's gonna take forever. Not very quick, are you? Why is that? Leading these guys around really does feel like leading llamas around. He's got food. He's got the same equipment as the other one. His experience is a little different because he doesn't have as many kills, and his morale is a little different. His morale is 1 point lower. And I wonder if that's the difference. I wonder if it's just any morale under 65 makes them slower. Okay. That's where the Sea Serpent lives. And the Starbuncle was over here, which means the Ghost Cave is around here somewhere. Was this the cave? Yeah, this is the cave. Okay, so we found the cave. Can't see a thing. There we go. I really need to get a shader that's cool with night vision. I don't hear the ghost anymore. That's almost more unsettling. There's iron down there. Spider. No sign of a ghost, though. Ow. Oh my goodness! What in the world are those? Well, I know what that is. But, holy smokes. Oh, and there's a zombie with an enchanted diamond pickaxe. Oh, man, I want to get in there. Man, I don't know what those are, but they look scary. Wish I had arrows. Fortunately, they're huge. And that means, to me that means, they can't fit into tight spaces. Okay. I'm not going to be able to kill that without an arrow. 3 arrows. Probably. Hi. Alright, why don't you guys hold my position? Hold my position. Yeah, good. That way you guys don't get creamed. These knights, or whatever they are, seem really cool. Hello there. Are they trying to hit me? Eld Knight from Knight's Quest with 300 health. Holy smokes. And do they hurt you? I would guess so. They seem to be trying to reach me. What the heck? Okay, that's enough of that. This is gonna be a while. My axe is gonna break. Okay, that's enough of that. Plan B. I want to kill you myself. I really need to turn off that feature in quotes, feature where they Whoa! Well, I was one-shotted. Was not expecting that. I knew they were powerful, but good grief. I hope my guys are okay. Now I start thinking about installing some kind of gravestone mod. Okay, so Eld Knights are insanely dangerous. Now we know. I still think I can kill them. I just think I need to be way more careful. And then they're gone. And they're totally gone. What is it with despawning? Oh shoot. Guys, no, don't go out there. Don't do it. Okay, you're out there. And apparently the monsters are gone. Dang. Well, they despawn quick. Oh crap. A dragon now? That's not what I needed to hear. There's the surface. See above? Guys, come on. Dragon, stop. Good. Okay. So that wasn't entirely their fault. I definitely need to turn off the phantom flying, though. That's really annoying. I don't mind them being able to fly and reach you, but the suffocation is frustrating. So I'm pretty sure if they die from suffocation, they don't drop any other loot. And then, of course, him being inside the block allowed him to hit me when ordinarily he wouldn't have been able to reach me, I think. That's what I'm going with. Alright, let's go loot that cemetery while we're here. Oh, now you're running. Great! Sometimes graveyards have decent stuff. Graveyards are added by ice and fire. They spawn ghosts that are supposed to be invulnerable to any weapons except silver. However, in my last playthrough, I found that they are quite vulnerable to other weapons. But the best way to deal with them is always just to dig up the cursed dirt to keep them from spawning. Now, what we can do, which is kind of exciting, is we can take the cursed dirt, bring it back to base, and set up a farm with it to farm the drops that these ghosts give. They're different than the other ghost that gives ghost ash. This one will give ectoplasm, and you can use ectoplasm to make a special kind of dragon bone sword. It can be quite powerful. It will shoot ethereal blades that pass through, I think they pass through blocks. Maybe in the comments you guys can tell me what in the world wither roses do. I've never found a purpose for them. I've also seen other content creators find graveyards and say, oh good, wither roses, great, and then they grab them, and I'm left going, why? What's the point? Or they find them in the nether, and they're excited to find them. I just don't get it. There's one. Okay, I think we got all of the cursed dirt. Now it's time to loot the place here. The mausoleum. Oops, that was a mistake. Nice. Well done, guys. Round 2. We break the chest. What do we get? Some iron, some silver, the chest itself, and a manuscript. What are you doing? Are you seriously fighting over... Alright, let's get back to base. Well, I died, but I respawn. I'm glad I didn't lose either of these guys, because they don't respawn. And they seem to be moving faster now, which is great. Maybe they just needed some action to wake them up. Oh, let's try something. Hello, no, last time we tamed you, right? Owner, Sir Steel Tower, yep. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is... Yeah, it's not working. Okay. When I look at the creature, the UI option for mounting does come up. So, theoretically, those guys could mount the beast, but they won't without a saddle, maybe? That looks so different without the texture pack. Ah, or whatever it is. Oh my goodness. What the heck? So this is what was happening with the other shader. And now it's happening with Jacopic, and I don't know why. Great. Well, that's not it. I'll set it back to Jacopic, and I'm going to restart Minecraft. There we go. So much better. Okay. Great. We got a manuscript for this. Our voyage abroad. Manuscripts are useful, but not without more of them. Bestiary will tell us stuff about the mobs in Ice and Fire. I like how it actually has a way for us to gain information about them without having to rely on something like just enough items and then figuring it out or going to the wiki. It has come to my attention that I need an office if I'm going to continue working with Ars Nouveau and eventually create. We're going to need a lot more space. So while I'm also waiting for the leather worker to do his thing, I'm going to start digging and make a new room or 2 or 5 to expand the complex. We got a new diamond! Awesome! Ah, that's great. So I've moved the recruits down to the farm. I set the chest to be their resupply depot so that they can just get food straight from it instead of having to wait for me to bring food to them. Slightly discouraging that there is no leather in the box. That's a nice start to the crafting interface for this thing. Hey, I think we just leveled up the leather worker. Great. Yes, we did. This is interesting. I've been looking at other options for saddles because this leather worker is taking forever. And I've realized that there is a mod in my list here called Inventory Pets, which allows you to craft or find these items which are animated and look like they're alive. You feed them, but they just hang out in your inventory, hence the name. They give you special abilities depending on what they are, and this one in particular seems to allow you to ride the mob you're looking at, I guess, and I would assume it allows you to control it as well. It's not too expensive, and especially if it's reusable, it might function as a saddle, basically. It might let you ride the mob as if there was a saddle on it, which is really cool, and that would mean it would replace the need for all saddles. It consumes an iron nugget, which we can afford. Now there's also the flying saddle pet, which is a saddle pet plus 8 diamonds, which we cannot afford, but it would allow you to fly with the chosen mob. So I'm assuming I could just take this one, point it at a sheep, ride the sheep. But I could take this one, point it at a sheep, and ride a flying sheep. I'm thinking this might be worth it, just to try and see if I can... If I put this on a creature that already flies, wouldn't I be able to just continue to fly with it? It has been made. Yes! Alright, wow, very responsive. I am able to ride the cat successfully. This is cool. Can I jump? Kind of. Oh, horse jump. Okay, nice and fast. Wow, this is cool. Alright, so I can ride this one. It's got a ton of health. If I can just saddle creatures with this and spend 1 iron nugget to create saddles, all of our efforts to get a leather worker will be pointless. And I'm okay with that. We need to come up with some kind of backstory to why there are dragon skeletons everywhere. There's one there. There's another one in the distance. I don't know if you can see it. Just over my head, there's one. And then there's another one up on the mountain right there. That's 3 in, like, one frame. Not to mention there was 2, just lying on the ice when we arrived at this village. So that's 5 dead dragons. 1 that we can hear alive, still growling under the mountain over there, and 1 over that way. So whatever the story is, I'm not totally sure. I'm trying to piece it together, but I'm thinking there was a war. Hey, buddy. You still cool with me becoming your rider? Is that kosher? Okay, here we go. I am on. Yes! Oh, this is cool. Okay. So if I jump, I can fly. And it doesn't stay airborne, so it's not like creative. This is working, though. Guys, this is working. I'm so excited. I can't believe this is working. I'm flying. I'm flying, and we can do this. We can... Whoop, don't fall. Okay, Steel, let's figure this out. We got some dirt to clean up here, but that won't be a problem. I think this thing will now be saddled forever. I'm not totally sure. But, yeah, we can start getting some... Whoop, okay. Watch out for that. If I open my inventory with the bird, I don't see anything. Everything goes black. But that's fine. That's just a quirk. I can live with that. Yeah, let's fly off and see if we can find some andesite. You can't get me, ice monster. Oh, a green tree. Butterflies. Are they friendly? I hope they're friendly. Oh, my game's getting all crunchy because new land. The other thing is I have to remember my way home. It's nice to get out of the snow. Okay, buddy, don't worry. I don't know why your head is stuck through a stone like that, but I'll be back. Just gotta get some andesite. Okay, well, supposedly this is the spot. Not sure how far down I have to go to find these andesite caves, but at least I know I'm going in the right direction. I think I heard lava. Andesite. Got it. I'm gonna have to stock up because I can't just come and get more whenever I feel like it. Oh, some iron? Nice. Ha ha ha, I never thought I'd be so happy to see andesite. Wow. And there's so much of it. This is excellent. Well, I think this is where I'm gonna call it. Thanks for coming with. We finally found andesite, and maybe next time we can get back to base and put it to use. Yeah, if you're liking the series, if you're happy with how this is going, or if you're excited, half as excited to see andesite as I am, be sure to comment, let me know. I also put out a poll recently, and out of my plethora of fans, both of you voted, so thank you for that. I unfortunately did come up with a tie, though. I will probably do an episode here or there on some of the bigger mods. So, with that said, it's rather unusual to be signing off in a cave, but it's a very rich cave, and I'm happy to be here. So I'll see you all next time. Bye!